Listen, basis loaded, bottom of the ninth. I really want to talk about pride because when it's all said and done, like pride really separates us. But a lot of people, they love having pride. They love talking about, things that they're doing. So what happens is you got to think about if you do what you do and you couldn't tell anybody, would you still tell people? See, a lot of people, especially when it comes to relationships, a lot of people just want to tell people, look who I talk to, look what I mess with, look what I'm blessed with, look what I hit the exit. You guys have to understand, follow the workplace. So what happens is a lot of people, they do things to tell people to share and get a reaction. But long term thinking, when you interact with a woman, you guys have to stop and think. Are you thinking long term? Are you thinking about having kids? If you're not thinking long term, if you're not thinking about having kids, you guys stop bragging. Stop being prideful. See, they want us to feel that as men, our pride comes from a woman. Your pride does not come from a woman. If listen, God already told you don't have pride. So throw pride out of the window. If you throw pride out of the window, you're gonna live a beautiful life. Listen, I'm here to tell you it is a beautiful life. A lot of people, the real reason they don't believe it's a beautiful life is because they have pride. So they get caught up in issues that don't even concern them. They feel like, oh, who's here legally, illegally? All that right there is pride. When it's all said and done in America, if I have to, listen, if you go out and you commit a crime, trust and believe they strip you of your rights, they strip you of your citizenship, you can't even bear arms. So with that being said, you guys have to understand pride, it really is the biggest deception. And I'm gonna say this again, pride is the biggest deception ever because when it's all said and done, if I commit a crime, which I'm not gonna do, because I'm thinking long term. But if I commit a crime, guess what? They can strip me of my citizenship. And guess what? At the end of the day, I'm no different than somebody without paperwork. You guys have to understand, drop your pride and stop the divide. And I'm gonna say this again, drop your pride and stop the divide. When I tell people no divide is so revolutionary, it's gonna change the world. And I'm gonna say this again, when I talk about no divide, it's so revolutionary, it's gonna change the world because a lot of people are divided. You have the British Virgin Islands versus U.S. Virgin Islands. You got the DR versus Haiti. You got Nigerians versus Capetonians. I mean, you got people, listen, the list goes on and on. When it's all said and done, no man is better than the next man. When it's all said and done, somebody told me, it was like when it comes down to, classes of people, you have the elites, you have the middle class, and some people even had the nerve to say that you have dusties. Let me tell you guys something. Nobody's a dusty, nobody's a brokey. And I'm gonna say this again, nobody's a dusty, nobody's a brokey. With social media, any person that was eating instant ramen noodles, they could turn it around, they could work hard, and they could go from eating ramen noodles to a five-star restaurant steak. When it's all said and done, it's about your mindset. Your mindset equals your grind set. Your mindset has nothing to do with your culture. Your mindset has nothing to do with the people that you grew up with. Your mindset has nothing to do with your neighborhood. Your mindset has nothing to do with your community. Your mindset is your mindset. And that's the beauty of being an individual. My question is, what do you believe? Not what they told you. What do you believe? A lot of people, they don't even know. They just living off of what other people told them. They just going off of history books. They don't even know. Man, forget all that. When it's all said and done, I'm here to tell you, no divide. No man is better than the next man. And I'm gonna say this again, no man is better than the next man. You could be in the upper class, and at the end of the day, guess what? You could have an addiction, and you could go from an upper class to a lower class. And I'm gonna say this again, listen, a lot of people really don't believe me, but I tell people all the time that there is no difference between the rich and the poor. People don't want to hear that because they have divide. They feel that a class matter. Listen, you could be from the royal ruling class. If you have any type of addiction, if you have any type of weakness, at the end of the day, guess what? You could get kicked out of the royal kingdom in Dubai. Trust me. If you was born in the royal kingdom in Dubai and you embarrassed the royal family, they will literally kick you out of the kingdom. So at the end of the day, nobody's safe. And I'm gonna say this again, nobody is safe. Nobody is safe. People think they on top, and guess what? You could be on top, it might feel like you're on top, and then all of a sudden, you could go to a party one night, God forbid, but you got the wrong people around you. Somebody could spike your drink, lace your drink, and when it's all said and done, you'll never be the same. So when it's all said and done, listen, you got to stay focused. Everybody has to focus. It doesn't matter. You could be on top and you could drop. You could be monetized, you could get demonetized. At the end of the day, when it's all said and done, no matter what happens, you got to keep on marching. And I'm going to say this again, no matter what happens, you just got to keep on marching. The game is simple. Keep on marching like a soldier. See, when it's all said and done, I don't have a movement. I just call people soldiers because when it's all said and done, we all on the front lines. We all fighting. We all went through it. We all watched Corn. One without sin cast the first stone, but they can't do that. Somebody's still going to try to cast the first stone because they're going to try to act like they never watched Corn. Now, some people did. I triple salute you. A lot of guys going to act like they never played with a woman. They never wasted her time, knowing they wasn't trying to be there long term, but they sold the image. They sold the dream. At the end of the day, they were acting like a mobster, eating Red Lobster. When it's all said and done, they wanted to get up in the garden, so they took it to Olive Garden. When it's all said and done, they had no chill, so they took it to Chili's. And I'm going to say this again, they had no chill, but they took it to Chili's. So when it's all said and done, we've been there. Before I finish this video, I just want to say that life is all about getting better. And I'm going to say this again, life is about getting better, not getting bitter. Yeah, there was a time we were all trifling. I don't care who you are listen, everybody did things back in the day. It doesn't matter. The question is, do you harp on the past or do you move forward? And I'm going to say this again. Everybody did something back in the day. The question is, do you harp on the past? Do you dwell on the past? Or do you keep moving forward? When it's all said and done, it's all about keeping moving forward. I'm here to tell you today that you can change your life. And I'm going to say this, you can change your life, but you got to believe in change. Listen, that's the problem with the vision. And we're going to finish this video because it's hot. We outside. Listen, welcome to Phoenix. What a time to be alive. But with that being said, it's easy to change your life if you believe in change. If you don't believe in change, and if you don't believe things will change, change is hard. And that's why a lot of humans, they struggle. This is why a lot of humans have a spiritual battle, because they really don't believe change is easy. But I'm here to tell you that if you want to change your life, you could change your life right now. I don't care what you did last night. I don't care what you did last week. I don't care what you did last month. I don't care what you did last year. I don't care what you did last decade. I don't care what you did for the last 3 decades, last 5. Let me tell you something. You can change your life if you want to change your life. But the question is, do you want to change your life? And if you want to change your life, I'm here to tell you that you can change your life. And I'm going to say this again. If you want to change your life, I'm here to tell you that you can change your life, but you got to stop being trife. And I'm going to say this again, but you got to stop being trife. If you stop being trife, it's guaranteed that you will change your life. This is a message from the heart, too. This is by the heart. Nothing scripted, no edits, one-shot takes. And I'm going to say this again. No edits, one-shot takes. If you want to change your life, you could change your life, but you got to stop being trife. And I'm going to say this again. If you want to change your life, you can change your life, but you got to stop being trife. A lot of people, they take pride in being trifling. They take pride. They be like, yeah, I got 32 women. I got 50 women across the country. I got this amount of kids. I got my baby mama tripping, my other baby mama. She called my other baby mama. I'm not judging. But when it's all said and done, to me, that's trifling. So I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want 0 parts of that. So when it's all said and done, it's easy for me to roam around the city, 200 plus pounds, not bothering the women. Because when it's all said and done, I don't want to be trifling. Matter of fact, before we finish, rest in peace to Big Pun. Big Pun had a song. It's called I Don't Want to Be a Player No More. You guys have to understand, listen, I've been there before, bro. I was never a pimpin', but when it's all said and done, I think we all grew up watching Big Bellamy, how to be a player. Bill Bellamy, how to be a player. And when it's all said and done, just like Fat Joe, man, it's real. I mean, just like Big Pun, it's real. I don't want to be a player no more. That's it. I don't want to be a player no more. I don't want to sell dreams anymore. At this age and this stage of my life, I feel like selling a dream is pointless. Selling a dreams, that's for politicians. And I'm going to say this again. Selling a dream, that's for politicians. I'm not trying to be a politician. I'm not politicking. At the end of the day, I'm focused on living. Jet skis, skiing, snowboarding, living, biking, hiking, reciting, poetry, writing. That's what I'm about. I'm about living. Question is, are you living? Some people, they're not living because they focus on being the same done from high school. They focus on being the same version from college. They focus on being the same. They never really grew up. Arrested development, that's what it's all about. Somebody came and locked up your growth and you didn't realize it, but I'm here to tell you that, listen, it's never too late to change. It's never too late to mature. And it's all about being pure. Let it breathe.